My calendar too. In this problem, we need to identify if there is a triple booking. If there is a triple booking, then we need to return false, else we need to return true. That means if there is a double booking, that event will be considered and it will return true. You are implementing a program to use as your calendar. We can add a new event if adding the event will not cause a triple booking. A triple booking happens when three events have some non-empty intersection. Some moment is common to all the three events. The event can be represented as a pair of integers start and end that represents a booking on the half open interval start and end, the range of real numbers x such that start less than or equal to x less than end. We need to implement the my calendar to class. My calendar 2 initializes the calendar object. Book function returns true if the event can be added without causing a triple booking, otherwise it should return false and we should not add that event to the calendar. In the example, first we have 10 and 20 and it is true. 50 and 60 can be booked, so it is true. 10 and 40 can also booked even though it has double booking with the first event, and 5 and 15 cannot be booked because it is overlapping with the first event and third event. So I hope you have understood the question. Now let's go to the solution and understand how to approach this problem. So in order to solve this, we can create two lists to store the non-overlapping and overlapping events. If we find an event to be overlapping, we need to return false. If we find an event to be non-overlapping, we need to find the overlapping part and add it to the overlapping list so that we can check for the next event if that is overlapping with the events that are there in the overlapping list. Then we need to add the current event to the non-overlapping list. So first we will create two lists. One is overlapping and other is non-overlapping. Now we will go over the events which are there in the overlapping list and check if the current event is overlapping with the events in the overlapping list. So this is the condition to check whether the event is overlapping with the start and end of each event in the overlapping list. If it is overlapping, that means we have found an event which is triple booked. So we should return false. Next, we will check the events in non-overlapping. In non-overlapping list, if we find an event that is overlapping, then we need to take the overlapping part between the current event and the event in the non-overlapping list. In order to do that, we need to take the maximum of start of the current event and the start of the event in the list. That will give us the starting part of the overlapping event. Next, we should take the minimum between the end of the current event and the end of the event in the non-overlapping list. Once we got the start and end of the overlapping part, we need to add it to the overlapping list so that we can check for new event if it is the third overlapping part, so that we can check for new events whether that is overlapping in the first loop. After these two steps, we need to add the current event into non-overlapping list and we need to return true. The code will check whether the current event is present in overlapping list. If it is present in overlapping, that means we have found the event which has triple booking, so we will return false. If it is not the case, then we will take the overlapping part and add it to the overlapping list. And we'll also add the current event to the non-overlapping list. I hope you have understood the approach to solve this problem. That's it in this video. I will see you in the next one.